I don't know what I was doing then. It was kind of like a mix between, yeah. Awkward. Hello, lovely people. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions video on the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I've heard a lot of really good things about this and I have been wanting to try it for ages, but I've always had a few NARS like creamy radiant concealers on the back. Like I've had them as backup, so I haven't really needed to buy any other concealers. But I've just run out of my NARS creamy concealer today and I was like, I definitely need a new concealer. So I thought, why not try this one? I've heard really good things about it and apparently it's quite comparable. It's supposed to have, I think, a medium to full coverage. It's supposed to be quite dewy, it doesn't crease. This is what it looks like. I really like the packaging. I think it's nice and clean. You've got your glass. Yeah, like I think it's I don't know if it's glass or plastic, but great quality plastic or it's glass. Bottle, the applicator looks pretty cool. I'll tell you what it kind of is like when I put it on. But what I noticed is I really like the fact that when you close it, it kind of clicks shut. Okay, so what I might do is I might try using it. I usually use it with the Beauty Blender, but I might do one side with the Beauty Blender and then one side with my fingers. I don't know how much to use either. So you do get quite a lot on, I mean, it's the first time I've used it, so obviously there's gonna be a lot of product compared to me like scraping the last little bits of the NARS one out. But there is quite a lot of product like on each side of the doe foot applicator, so you could just kind of like flip it around to do the other side. I feel like I might have put too much on, but oh well. So let's do Beauty Blender first. I like to spray Fix Plus, it just kind of makes it a little bit more dewy. Okay, so it definitely is glowy. Seems pretty easy to blend, which is good. Yeah, it definitely doesn't have as much coverage as what the NARS one does. But I think the colour is actually quite nice. Like it's definitely highlighting, but it's not like really showing my dark circles. I like it. Yeah, so definitely less coverage than the NARS, but still really nice. I'll see if I can build it up in a second. I'm just gonna blend this in before it sets too much. So let's try fingers. Yeah, I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender. I think it just blends it a bit better. So far so good. I think it is definitely highlighting, which is a bonus. Alright, I'm gonna try build a little bit more. Just in the center. And I'm gonna highlight the nose, forehead, chin. And what I've been doing as well is I always get like a little bit more, not pigmentation, but like the foundation doesn't seem to stick as much here. So I always like to just kind of pop a little bit there as well. Oh, it's so nice having a new one with so much product. I'm very lucky in that I don't really get that many blemishes, touch wood. Any bets tomorrow I'll wake up and like I'll have like some massive pimple on my forehead. But yeah, I don't usually get pimples, so I don't really use concealers to conceal anymore. I kind of just use them to highlight. So this is good. But yeah, I mean, because it's super light, I don't think I could use this as a concealer, because if anything, it would just like show up any blemishes that I might have. Okay, yeah, so it definitely builds up. I probably wouldn't want to go too much just because I think because it is a little bit lighter, like it's starting to really like highlight maybe a little bit too much. Okay, so thoughts. I think it looks nicer when you only do the one layer. I think it just looks a little bit more fresh. Like it still looks really nice when I've kind of built it up, but it just looks a little bit, yeah, a little bit heavier, which is what you'd expect, but I don't know, I think you can see it a little bit more. In saying that, I think it's actually much better than the NARS for me. So obviously I haven't worn it for that long, it's literally been about 5 minutes, but from kind of comparing it to using it like putting it straight on and seeing what it's like right after you put on. I think I definitely prefer the Urban Decay, purely because I think the NARS does look a little bit heavier. It is a thicker consistency, and I think with the makeup that I'm wearing at the moment, I'm kind of mixing a tinted moisturizer and my Sheer Glow foundation to get like a lighter to medium kind of coverage foundation rather than a full coverage. So I think with a full coverage foundation, if you like that look, then the NARS would be great. Whereas if you wear a little bit less, I think it actually blends in a little bit better. So I'm very happy that I bought this so far. I'm not going to be able to do like a first impressions in terms of like after 10 hours, just because I'm going out in a few hours and I probably won't be home until later. And I don't think I'm going to be in a very good state to show you what it's like, and there won't be any natural lighting as well. So in another video, I'll kind of mention like how I liked it, and I'll also write down in the description, because by the time I finish kind of filming and editing this video and uploading it, I would have realized what it's like. So I'll write down what I thought of it like after a few hours in the description if you want to see how it lasts. But fingers crossed, because so far so good. Okay, so now I'm going to go on with the rest of my foundation like bronzer and setting powder, and kind of see how that goes, and then I will let you know what I think in just a second. Okay, so apologies for the lighting. The sun has definitely started to go down, so it's a lot darker now. But now I've got the rest of my face on, and I love it. I really, really like this concealer. Definitely, I'm saying it right now, like I definitely prefer it to the NARS for my skin. I have a little bit more of like a normal to dry skin type. So sometimes I kind of found that it just looked a little bit heavy under the eyes, and yeah, it was like a little bit too much. But whereas this just looks so good. Creasing, like not a lot. Like my eyes are just very like crepey, so it's not the product, it's me. So I'm used to having a little bit of creasing under the eyes. I just kind of do that throughout the day and it's fine. Even though I've done like a light bake under my eyes, I still feel like there's this nice bit of luminosity. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that this so far is a really good concealer. Definitely check out the description below to sort of see how it lasts. I've put it in there, but I'll put that in there. But so far, like first impressions, I think it's great. Probably one of the best concealers I've tried, I'm gonna say. And I've tried a fair few because it's luminous. It still has a good amount of coverage, but without it looking too heavy under the eyes. I would definitely say this is more of like a highlighting concealer than an actual like blemish cover concealer. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions about the product, or any requests or anything, feel free to put a comment down below. But yeah, so that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will speak to you in my next one. Bye!